Alright, welcome to today's episode of what has been trending within the last 24 hours. My name is Angelo. This is Nation's Voice Tower. Now, I told you we've been doing lots of digging these days, recently, and I would not back down from bringing you lots of updates. Now, because lots of investigative journalists have been digging deep to expose people that are linked to the presidential elections petitions tribunal, especially now that the verdict time or the final judgment time is close, there has been problem. Lots of these journalists are being threatened online and offline with policemen, petitions and stuff. One of these have brought out an expose about Fashola, and he exposed Fashola because this particular exposition spoke of Fashola's involvement with the tribunal judges, and because Fashola heard that he was exposed, he decided to go to the police, DSS, and start to, make different petitions and so on. Why is he doing it if he is not guilty? Do you understand me? So I will show you and share the information of what is happening now in the background as regards the petitions tribunal and what Fashola is doing to journalists now. Let me tell you what is happening. Listen, from our source, let me read directly from the tweet. From our source, it says, Fashola should swear by the Holy Quo'ran. I have seen some documents online purportedly authored by some faceless lawyers on behalf of Babatunde Fashola, a former Lagos State governor, a former minister, in which they are petitioning the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, the Inspector General of Police, IGP, and the Department of State Security, DSS, to investigate this source of our tweets, to investigate my tweets, alleging that the former Lagos State governor, if a lackey of Bola Tinibu, is conniving with the judges handling the Presidential Elections Petition Tribunal, PEPT, to write a favorable judgment for Tinibu. While I am not in any way moved by any petition, Fashola, as a good Muslim that he claims to be, should swear by the Holy Quo'ran that he has not had any meeting, any phone conversations, or any form of discussions with any member of the PEPT, any judge, any lawyer, or anyone at all, in which he solicited legal or the judiciary support for Bola Tinibu. Fashola should tell the truth. A man who belongs to the same system that rigged the 2023 presidential elections is using the same agencies of the rogue government to intimidate me. Fashola is known within the political and judicial circle as a dealer who does deals with corrupt judges. This is another expose. I cannot be intimidated with or by any element in the roguish government currently occupying the Nigerian leadership space. That tweet or post remains what it is, and I will be vindicated. If Fashola, as a senior lawyer, does not see anything wrong that the man he is serving doctored his academic records, committed drug crimes in the US, forfeited $460,000 for committing drug crimes, and has no family records, no primary and secondary schools records, and yet he continues to help him commit electoral fraud to lead Nigeria, then he is not worthy of my respect and does not have any iota of credibility. A friend of a rogue is a rogue. They can use the instrumentality of the Nigerian state to do whatever they like. I would not stop using what I have to expose the criminality in government. I won't stop. It would have made more sense if Fashola had asked an independent organization or the FBI, the Interpol, the CIA to investigate him over my allegation, or even go to any of the neighboring countries such as Ghana, Togo, or Cameroon and request any of their security agencies to investigate me. But going to the agencies he petitioned to makes the whole thing look like a joke. If Nigerians at home have been cowed and beaten to become deaf, dumb and blind to the illegality and unending corruption, then those of us in diaspora who are still passionate about Nigeria would not keep quiet. I will continue to expose and let the petitions continue to flow. That is that information about Fashola threatening investigative journalists because they have come out to tell him the truth about everything. We will continue to say things as they are. I'm sorry, the truth will always come. We have our sources and it will continue to come on board. Please, Babatunde Fashola, desist from having links with the judges and all lawyers and every link to the judiciary involved in the petitions tribunal, the presidential petitions tribunal. It is not your job. You are a formal minister, and as far as we're concerned, you have no links to the government of Tinibu anymore. You're not a minister under Tinibu, neither are you a parastatal office holder or any other thing. You are just a formal minister. So I see no reason why you should have the links with the presidential elections petitions tribunal. That is that on that particular update. Next on my update, I have a video that has Nigerians reacting to the 45 ministerial list confirmed by the National Assembly a fortnight ago. Lots of Nigerians feel it was a disappointment to have these people to come and lead the ministerial sector under Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Apart from the fact that El Rufai has been disqualified and Okote Tetu has been disqualified, they feel, lots of Nigerians feel that this ministerial list is filled with incapable names and people who cannot offer Nigeria anything new. Let me allow you watch the video where a particular Nigerian spoke bitterly about his disappointment amidst other people on the 45-man ministerial list of Bola Tinubu. Watch this very, very important video. More details when I come back.
On the process and all of the questions that have been raised so far?
Well, like I said before on this platform, the process has been quite disappointing. Yeah, because if you consider the caliber of people we have, the people that have been nominated, and some of them have lingering issues of corruption. There are certain questions they may need to answer. But you've seen how things played out. I mean, last week when we had the former governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, I mean, a senator representing Kogi West, Karimi Sunday, raised a very strong issue about a petition about the former governor that it borders on insecurity and things like that, and then the Senate president had to stop El Rufai from answering that question. I mean,
no, but he gave his reasons for doing that.
I know, but then this is a screening process. It means that once you're there, look, people have the right, senators have the right to throw questions at you, as long as it's part of the law and all that. So I feel the screening process hasn't lived up to expectation. And then what played out last week as well, when a particular nominee was already at the Senate chambers, and then she got reports that they had, her name had been removed. Now, the nomination you see is based on another nomination from someone. There's someone who actually, submits these names to the necessary people. So there's someone whose major job is, okay, in my state, they'll tell you nominate maybe 3 people. And then, so it's all about interest. But then the question is, at this point in time in our nation, I don't think we should focus on interest. It should be about building Nigeria. Look, Nigeria, if you look at our nation today, there's nothing basically working, to be sincere. So people should be focused, or their focus should be all about building a team that will be able to tackle the issues we have, issues of insecurity, unemployment, poverty rate. I mean, how do you explain that you have Nigerians living in IDP camps in Nigeria as well? I think it's embarrassing. So there are certain issues that need urgent attention. Look at the issue in our petroleum sector as well. How much is fuel today? 617 naira. These are critical issues that we should look at. So if you're building a team, if you're bringing people together to function as,
All right, to our viewers, both old and existing, please like our videos, share them, tap the subscribe button if you're watching me for the first time. Then tap the notification bell. If you have been with us and you've not been getting updates firsthand, please do so. Then don't forget to also watch till the end. Drop a comment for us in the comment section. We need all these things so we could go viral. All right. Now, as regards to the last video you watched, the truth remains that these people are people we know and are people that just came on board because they were compensated. People like Bello Matawale, okay, people like Festus Keyamo. It has been confirmed countless times that these people and other names in that list are incompetent people. Why was Labour suffering under Festus Keyamo? Why did Zamfara state record the poorest state under Bello Matawale as governor? And you're bringing him to be minister? You're giving him a bigger responsibility? How does this work out? How? How do these people even think anyway? Well, that is that. Let's hope Nigeria gets better with the judgment of the Petitions Tribunal next week. Finally, former Minister of Agriculture Olusegun Aganga has cried out that Nigeria doesn't practice the meaning of democracy anymore. Yes, we are tired. Lots of things have happened right from the February 25th day of election. We have seen undemocratic occurrences that have taken the peripheral scene of the politics of Nigeria. All right, you see people who claim to be Democrats indulging in activities, heinous acts that can actually dent and and bring lots of insults to the polity in Nigeria. Why then do we have these people still around us? Why then do we have these people laying their hands on the democratic platform or the democratic baseline in the country, while in disguise they are not really Democrats? Well, I think a former minister has spoken and this has touched him so dearly. Let me let you watch that video evidence so that you will know what people are really saying about this government. Everybody is sad. Everybody is feeling so dejected. Everybody is feeling so worn out because of this government has not even gone anywhere. You've not recorded 6 months and everybody is tired of the government. If people in Nigeria cannot speak out, we in diaspora will speak and tell you that this government is going nowhere. Watch Olusegun Aganga, former minister during the time of Goodluck, speak on the less credibility and the incredible nature of this government. Stay tuned.
Democracy is important, and that's why all countries adopt it. But you have to adopt it in a way that it works for your country. At the moment, when you define democracy, democracy is supposed to be a government of the people, by the people, for the people. I ask you, is it the way we practice democracy today? Would you confidently say it's a government by the people, for the people, of the people? And the answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no is because our political system, the way it's run today, does not attract some of the best people in the society. Secondly, they are run as platforms. There's no ideology. There's no internal democracy is weak. That's not a problem. You see, once you identify the problem, you are 70–80% there. So what we need to do is strengthen our democratic institutions that support democracy, like the political parties. It's important that political party financing is very clear. It's important that there's internal democracy. It's important that they attract the best people. But more importantly, it's important that people go into business to serve, and that politics is not a route for generating wealth. If you're looking for wealth, you need to go to the private sector. But if you want to serve your country with so much pride and your people, then politics is the right route for you. And that's the sort of training, understanding we need to have as a people.
All right, you watched that video there, and I think it's self-explanatory. I can't say much because Olusegun Aganga is not just a political stalwart. He's a very strong name when it comes to Nigerian politics. He has held various positions. He has been minister, and so on. So if he comes out to say this, that means he knows where the shoe pinches most. All right. Well, it is said that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. He has won the crown. He has dropped the crown. He knows where this crown fits and what this crown can bring. He knows how well this crown can be welded to make Nigerians not suffer in penury, but enjoying the comfortability and welfare of the dividends of democracy. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please, always stay glued to Nation's Voice Tower. We'll bring you more of this. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.